Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Mr. POA. Come tap in with the clothing brand POA clothing, you know. Originally, POA wasn't even POA. It was called POP, actually, like process over product. Um, I pretty much had the same basis as POA, but I feel like I had to switch the name just so it could have like a better ring to it. You know, I don't want people saying like POP hold it down or something like that. Honestly, I really don't even have a favorite piece right now because I feel like the creativity is not even like at its maximum potential yet. It's not even like cultivated yet. So just gotta keep working. But I will say that the favorite piece that I have like brought into reality probably got to be like the most recent piece I made, which was the Windbreakers. I made those like a couple months ago. That's a tough question. I feel like I haven't had it yet. I feel like my brand really slept on, but I'm making a shift to where it's like it's something different. I'm not like every other like brand. I'm gonna become distinct in itself. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a fear, but I would say like just the thought of how many times am I gonna fail before it work out, and I feel like just getting over that was like like just really immersing myself in the brand because it's not just a brand. It's like kind of how I live my life. Not kind of, but it is how I live my life. One, just keeping good people around me, just keeping me motivated, and just really just like locking in, not even just solely on the brand, but just like my life in general, just becoming a better man every day. I feel like that's like the only way you're gonna focus on, the only way you're gonna level up a specific thing. Just focusing on yourself and then putting that energy into something else. I'm gonna answer that two ways. So I would tell my younger self, just stay creative, stay working, because it's gonna pay off eventually, whether you know it or not. I would also say like just slow down. Like it's no rush. Everyone has their own pace. Everyone's on their own time clock. So I would just tell my younger self slow down and like not in competition with nobody but yourself. Even if I haven't thought about giving up, it's just like I got too much sitting on what I got going on. Like I'm very immersed on just the clothing itself, the way it feels, like just the way it made me feel. You know what I'm saying? That I'm creating something. It's just different. I'm saying, just give you a different feel. That's what just helped me stay locked in. I feel like I'm already successful in a sense because like I really stopped doing what other people wanted me to do and just like became like created an entity where I can be my authentic self. So I just feel like that's where it come from, or that's where it's going. I want people to feel inspired. I would like just in all my clothes that I make from here forward, because like I feel like this is just a starting point, and this may can inspire somebody else to start their starting point. And yeah, just from this point forward, I just want to make art, like really like one-on-one pieces or like one of 100 pieces, like really art, or really create a culture through POA. The biggest challenge, I feel like getting people to see your vision, honestly. But then at that point, I had to realize like it's not for everyone to see. The people who get it, get it. The people who don't. And just still staying true to yourself no matter what. Okay, so short term, I want to get these next two collections out. Yeah, I got two collections for y'all. I've been working, cooking up in the lab. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to just get these next two projects and drops out just to show people like I'm just not playing no more, and I'm just about to be like talk about it. I mean, not talk about it, but be about it and not talk about it. You know, that's just where I've been at mentally. Just been obsessed with it. As I said before, I see myself as a global brand and like collabing with like my brands that I really like. Like for example, like I get inspiration from Mason Margiela. I get inspiration from Supreme. That's definitely one of my favorite brands. Bait, and then that's really it. That's like my top three. I don't really like too many other. Oh, and Minimal. Shout out Minimal. Shout out Minimal. Kind of like an underground store, sort of. I know a lot of people really aren't hip to it, but that's a good one I would collab with too. So those four. Just this year been a real journey. A lot of people know me personally. I would just say like getting over death and just learning how to handle certain situations, just like a grown man. And some stuff you just gotta like, just let it be. It ain't even like worth it. Just learning how to handle situations, I would say, and learning how to handle like pain. I would say that the hardest truth that I had to accept is like, no matter what happens, like you gotta keep going. Like I realized I was focused on the end goal instead of what I had going on in the present, if that makes sense. Like more focused on the destination and the journey, and the magic is really in the journey. And now that I fully immersed myself in the journey and trying to correct it, I feel like it's just on a better path. Something I had to unlearn is that negativity, bro. Y'all gotta get like, stop telling yourselves y'all suck, y'all like, no, like you gotta look at yourself like the biggest. Like I feel like I'm one of the biggest people that's gonna come out of fashion here very soon. So that's not to be arrogant or cocky, but I feel like I've been humble for a long time, and it's just like time to just get my work out in the air and just stop talking about it and like the work stand for itself, speak for itself. Something I feel like I could do better at is kind of like just getting it out there, like just really like without any hesitation or without any like doubt or anything like that. Because I overthink stuff a lot, but in reality, it's just like my own mind. All right, two brands I would collaborate with is Success Driven. Shout out that boy behind the camera, and then Nevermore. Shout out that boy who owns Nevermore. It's my boy Max. Shout out him. But yeah, I collaborate with those two brands. But I feel like, and 10K. 10K, I've been wanting to collab for a little minute. Get at your boy. But other than those three brands, I feel like no, because nobody really like reached out and supported me like those three brands have, or like even take interest as much as they have. So I don't feel like anything other than that now. I'll give you this. Expect it during the winter time. Expect one during the winter time and expect one during spring. I can't give you an exact date or even month or anything like that, but I can just give you a time frame. All right, it's Mr. POA, owner of POA Clothing. That's on Instagram. You can see my regular Instagram at Mr._POA. Feel me? Yeah, check in with you, boy. I'm telling you, won't be disappointed.